homemade drive pulley holder. Will it work? I'm gonna find out. No, it didn't. Finally got my gas tank done, primed, painted, and clear coated. Since I had to take that out, I go to all the trouble. I went ahead and removed the rust from the skid pan and put some primer on that as well. And why go to all the trouble, why I've got this open, go ahead and remove some of the rust. No. Wow. Well, that's not good. Anyway, so the KB Rust Blast that I put in the tank, when I drained that out, I put it in a couple glass jars. And I took the paintbrush and yesterday put it on some of the rust spots so it'll eat that rust off. And today I'm going to wire brush and sand that off. And I'll just spot paint. I don't have the gray paint, but you're really not where I'm painting. You're not going to see it, so I'll just use the black that I have. Someone asked me, hey, since you use the KB cleaner in your tank, the KBS cleaner, that removes the sludge and gas varnish, old gas and stuff, and the KB rust, to remove the rust, did you use the KB sealant? I got the KB sealant with the kit, but I decided not to use it because unless you do it in like laboratory perfect conditions and you really take your time and you do it exactly like instructed, it's going to cause you trouble. It's going to eventually peel off, gum up your lines. So I decided no, not to use it. That'll just cause me trouble down the road. I've actually seen where someone took a demo saw and cut their tank in half and showed you what the sealant looked like inside. I saw a couple of those videos and it looks terrible, so I decided not to do it. The best thing to do is just keep your gas tank as full as possible over long storage periods or non-use periods. So that's what I'm going to do. Much better. So yesterday I got the fuel tank in, very tight fit, by the way, very tight fit. I'm starting from the fuel tank, working towards the carburetor, replacing all the gas lines. I've got a new fuel filter and I've got a new fuel pump. There is an issue with the fuel pump I'll get to in a little bit. Let's get over here. So here's the old fuel pump. Still don't know if this is the original fuel pump or not, or was it changed. But the wire colors are different on the new fuel pump than they are in this one. Not a big deal. I can figure it out, I'm sure. But the biggest problem is the connector into the original fuel pump is a female connector, and it's also it's a male connector on the new fuel pump. So, yeah, the reason that's a problem, there's a male connector on the new fuel pump, and what it's supposed to plug into is also a male connector. So I'm going to have to probably take off the female connector from the old fuel pump and put it onto the new fuel pump so I can connect these. Another problem is, I don't know if you can see this, but some of these wires are chafed up in here. I think the very end of this protective boot on the connector kind of rub these wires and rub through the insulation. You can see, I don't know if you can see it on here, but you can see some bare wires, exposed wires on that, so that's not good. And I finally got the new drive belt on yesterday. I was supposed to do that last week, but I couldn't get this drive pulley nut off, so I had to go buy an impact wrench. Worked great. You have to take the outer face of the drive pulley off to get the belt on the shaft. But the problem is, to be able to just getting the belt around the shaft is not good enough if you don't have a lot of belt slack. So you need a lot of belt slack to get this outer plate on and get the nut to screw on the shaft. So to do that, I had to take this screw clamp, and this has a spring in it, and you've got to separate the two pulley halves on the driven shaft to get that belt to go into a smaller diameter around the driven pulley, which means it'll be at a larger diameter around the drive pulley, which will allow you to get this outer face of the drive pulley to go further on the shaft so you can get the nut starting to screw on the shaft. And that worked really well. So I finally got the correct front disc brake pads in today. My fault, I was kind of in a hurry. I didn't have the old brake pads off so I could see what shape they were to compare it to the new ones on Amazon. So I ordered the wrong one, and both AI and the description on Amazon said that this model number fit on a Honda Helix. It doesn't. Totally different shape and configuration on these than these. This is the correct ones. So don't necessarily trust the description on Amazon or AI. They can steer you wrong. You got to do your due diligence and look for yourself. Best thing to do, and I knew this, but I kind of wanted to get parts on order so I could stay on schedule. What I should have done is taken the old ones off so I could look at the configuration, how they're shaped, compare them to the picture on the Amazon website for these, and I would have known that this was the correct part number. So it started. I got it started. So cleaned all the rust inside the fuel tank, got new fuel in it, got new line to the fuel filter, got a new fuel filter, got new line into and out of the new fuel pump. So I got good stuff going to the carburetor, and it started. So don't make the mistake I made. Make sure to start this, you got to have the kickstand up. You can have it on a center stand, but the kickstand has to be up. You have to have this button here on run, not off. And then you have to push your foot on the rear brake pedal. So here we go. There's the countdown. It gets to 0, it means I'm good to go. Put my foot on the brake pedal, hit start.
go. He's running. It's alive. See you next time.